Hi, I'm Sean. Hope you all doing well. If you don't want to listen to my intro, maybe I go on a bit. Please scroll down for your sun, rising and moon sign. Today, I'm chatting about the full moon in Sagittarius on the 11th of June 2025. I've called this video "The Truth Shall Set You Free" because this full moon is all about reveals or truths. But because of the Sagittarius influence, we need to take action to get to the truth. This full moon will especially be felt by Sagittarius and Gemini people. So this full moon is at 20 degrees, which incidentally is associated with Scorpio for those into degrees. This full moon opposes the sun in Gemini, which means it's a quest for truth, not just information. This full moon is asking us to look at what we've been told to believe and what we've discovered for ourselves. Think about it. Gemini gathers data. Sagittarius seeks wisdom and meaning. It's not enough to repeat what you know. This is about embodying insight. Where have you outgrown inherited beliefs, family roles, or societal obligations? What stories were handed to you, and which ones are actually yours? This full moon may awaken the courage to speak your truth, leave behind limiting dogma, or step into a life that's more authentically aligned with your spirit. What makes this full moon interesting is that it is squaring the lunar nodes of fate, activating a karmic T-square between Virgo South Node, our compulsion to control, self-edit, fix, and do it right, Pisces, North Node, the soul's invitation to trust, soften, dream, and let go. This square creates an emotional and spiritual tension. Are you clinging to perfection, Virgo, or trusting the flow, Pisces? This full moon demands that we integrate learned lessons while making space for imagination, compassion, and faith. Adding yet another layer of meaning and supportive energy to the full moon is the movement of Jupiter, the planet of all things good, the very ruler of Sagittarius itself. So let's chat about this. I think it's important. Just one day prior to this full moon, Jupiter makes its grand entrance into the nurturing, receptive waters of Cancer. The planet of expansion, wisdom, and fortune now begins its year-long journey through a sign deeply connected to our emotional core. Cancer, as the first water sign of the Zodiac, governs the realms of home, family, ancestry, and our deepest roots. It is the sign of the mother, the nurturer, the protector of all that is vulnerable and precious. It speaks to our need for emotional security, our capacity for empathy, and the profound power of our intuition. When Jupiter, the planet of abundance and growth, transits Cancer, it amplifies these qualities. It encourages an expansion of our emotional intelligence, a deepening of our connections to loved ones, and a greater appreciation for the sanctuary we find within ourselves and our homes. This transit of Jupiter into Cancer, therefore, provides a crucial supportive undercurrent to the Sagittarian full moon's quest for truth. It suggests that the truths we are seeking, the wisdom we are uncovering, will be deeply intertwined with our emotional landscape. Our sense of belonging, our family narratives, and our ability to nurture ourselves and others become fertile ground for profound insights. Jupiter in Cancer offers a gentle, loving embrace, helping us to discover and integrate our truths not through harsh intellectualism, but through the compassionate wisdom of the heart, ensuring our newfound freedom is rooted in genuine emotional safety and understanding. So let's go on and look at each sign. Aries, for you, this potent Sagittarian full moon falls into your 9th house, the house of belief systems, higher education, long-distance travel, and the overarching philosophies that guide your life. A significant chapter concerning your worldview is reaching a powerful culmination. You may find that established perspectives, perhaps even dogmatic stances you once held with fiery conviction, are now being challenged from within. This is a call to examine the very architecture of your understanding, to question what you believe and why you believe it, and to identify where your intellectual horizons are yearning for expansion. The liberating energy of this lunation encourages you to release any rigid mental frameworks or outdated belief systems that may have inadvertently been caging your spirit or limiting your perception of what is possible. Perhaps a particular course of study has run its course, or a philosophical leaning no longer resonates with the person you are becoming. The truth that sets you free, Aries, is the truth that you discover through active exploration, through daring to venture beyond familiar mental territories. This might manifest as an undeniable urge to travel, to enroll in a new educational pursuit, or to embark upon a profound spiritual inquiry that redefines your connection to the universe. Adding a beautiful layer of support to this quest for expansive truth, Jupiter, the great guide, has just moved into your fourth house of home, roots, and emotional foundations. Dear Aries, this transit offers a comforting anchor as you navigate these profound shifts in your belief systems. It suggests that as you bravely explore new intellectual and spiritual frontiers, you can simultaneously cultivate a deeper sense of inner security and emotional safety. Your newfound freedom of thought will be most powerfully integrated when it is rooted in a heart that feels truly at home within itself, nurtured and understood. Taurus, this Sagittarian full moon casts its light into the most unusual and often hidden corners of your chart, your 8th house. This is the realm of shared resources, deep intimacy, sex, power dynamics, transformation, and the mysteries of life, death, and rebirth. Something significant concerning these deeply personal and often vulnerable areas is coming to a head, demanding your attention. Hidden truths, perhaps related to trust, control, or your entanglements with others, be they financial or emotional, are likely to surface, asking for honest acknowledgement and perhaps a courageous confrontation. This lunation acts as a powerful catalyst for release, Taurus, urging you to examine any fears that may be lurking in these shadowy depths. Fears around loss, betrayal, or profound vulnerability can be particularly potent here. You may find yourself at a juncture where you need to consciously let go of a financial dependency that no longer serves your growth, or an emotional tie that has become more about obligation or fear than genuine connection. The truth that sets you free is one that empowers you to reclaim your sovereignty, to understand your own power, and to engage with others from a place of authentic strength and transparent honesty. Meanwhile, the benevolent presence of Jupiter, now gracing your 3rd house of communication, thought processes, and immediate environment, offers a vital tool for navigating these 8th house revelations. Jupiter here encourages you to articulate your needs, your fears, and your truths with greater openness and clarity. It supports more compassionate and expansive inner dialogues, helping you to reframe limiting thoughts about intimacy and shared resources. Tending to how you speak to yourself and others about these deep matters will be key to integrating the profound transformations this full moon initiates. Gemini, this Sagittarian full moon directly opposes your sun, illuminating your 7th house of significant one-to-one relationships, partnerships, contracts, and open enemies. This is a pivotal moment for how you relate to others, and how others reflect parts of yourself back to you. A critical point is being reached in a key relationship. This could be romantic, a close friendship, or a business alliance. An existing dynamic is likely to come into sharp focus, revealing its true nature, its strengths, and its potential weaknesses, demanding clarity, and perhaps a significant decision or shift in understanding. The call here is to seek truth within your connections. Are your partnerships built on mutual understanding and shared values? Or are there unacknowledged imbalances or unspoken truths that need to be addressed? This lunation may bring to light the need to renegotiate agreements, to set clearer boundaries, or perhaps even to release a connection that is no longer aligned with your individual path and growth. The truth that sets you free, Gemini, is the truth of authentic relating, where honesty and mutual respect form the foundation, allowing both parties to thrive independently and together. As this relational truth unfolds, Jupiter has just moved into your 2nd house of personal values, self-worth, resources, and income. This is a wonderfully supportive transit, inviting you to expand your sense of intrinsic value and material security through a deeper connection to your emotional steadiness. As you navigate the revelations in your partnerships, Jupiter encourages you to anchor yourself in what you truly value, to build your self-esteem from within, and to understand that your worth is not solely defined by your relationships, but by your own inherent being and the emotional richness you cultivate. Cancer, this Sagittarian full moon shines its discerning light on your 6th house, the sector of your chart that governs your daily routines, work life, health habits, service to others, and the systems you have in place for self-improvement. A significant awareness is dawning regarding how these practical aspects of your life are either supporting your well-being or, conversely, draining your precious energy and spirit. The effectiveness of your current methods, your work-life balance, and your approach to physical and mental wellness are all under cosmic review, urging a clear-eyed assessment of what truly serves you. This is an opportune moment to release any routines, habits, or even work situations that feel misaligned with your soul's deepest needs. Are you overgiving in your service to others at the expense of your own health? Are your daily tasks inspiring you or depleting you? The truth that this full moon seeks to reveal is one of authentic well-being, Cancer. It's about identifying and then courageously letting go of those patterns that create stress, inefficiency, or a sense of being unfulfilled in your day-to-day existence, making space for practices that genuinely nourish and sustain you. And here is truly wonderful news. Jupiter, the planet of boundless blessings and expansion, has just entered your very own first house of self, identity, and personal beginnings. This is an incredibly powerful and auspicious transit, heralding the dawn of a new emotional era for you. As you refine your daily life and work under the full moon's influence, Jupiter in your sign infuses you with optimism, confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose. You are stepping into a cycle of profound personal growth, where your capacity for joy, self-acceptance, and emotional expression will expand beautifully. Leo, this vibrant Sagittarian full moon ignites your fifth house, the most playful, expressive, and joyful sector of your chart. This is the realm of creativity, romance, self-expression, children, hobbies, and all things that make your heart sing. A powerful culmination is occurring here, urging you to shine your unique light even more brightly and authentically. Perhaps a creative project is reaching completion, a romantic situation is coming to a significant turning point, or you're feeling an undeniable call to embrace pleasure and joy with renewed passion and less inhibition. The liberating energy of this lunation calls you to release any lingering performance pressure, self-doubt, or fear of judgment that might be dimming your magnificent radiance, Leo. Have you been holding back your creative impulses or seeking external validation for your passions? The truth that sets you free is the truth of unbridled, authentic self-expression, where joy itself becomes your compass. This is a moment to let go of the need to be perceived in a certain way, and instead, to simply be, to create, and to love from the fullness of your generous heart. As this wave of creative and romantic liberation washes over you, Jupiter, the planet of expansion and wisdom, has just begun its year-long journey through your 12th house of spirituality, subconscious patterns, healing, and compassionate release. This transit initiates a profound period of spiritual retreat and deep inner healing for you. It suggests that your outward expressions of joy and creativity, fifth house, will be beautifully deepened and enriched by the quiet, introspective work you do to release old emotional burdens and connect with your spiritual source, 12th house. True joy flows from a healed and open heart. Virgo, this illuminating Sagittarian full moon casts its searching gaze upon your fourth house, the very foundation of your chart, representing your home, family, ancestry, private life, and your deepest sense of emotional security. A significant turning point is being reached concerning these foundational aspects of your existence. You may find that long-held family patterns, inherited emotional responses, or beliefs about what constitutes home and safety are now coming up for review, asking to be seen in a new, more truthful light. This is a deeply personal culmination, touching the core of your being. The invitation here is to release what no longer nurtures your soul at this foundational level. Old family dynamics that feel restrictive, outdated beliefs about your role within your lineage, or even physical aspects of your home environment that don't support your current needs may be ready to dissolve. The truth that sets you free, Virgo, is the truth that allows you to redefine your sense of belonging and emotional safety on your own terms, creating a sanctuary, both internal and external, that truly reflects who you are now and who you are becoming, rather than who you were conditioned to be. Supporting this profound inner work, Jupiter, the planet of growth and opportunity, has just moved into your 11th house of friendships, community, future aspirations, and collective endeavors. This transit encourages you to build new networks and alliances with like-minded souls who resonate with your evolved self. As you release old foundational patterns, Jupiter helps you connect with groups and communities that offer a sense of belonging based on shared ideals and future visions, reflecting your authentic truth back to you and supporting your journey towards a more liberated emotional base. Libra, this truth-seeking Sagittarian full moon shines its light directly into your third house, the realm of your mind, communication, learning, siblings, short journeys, and your immediate environment. A significant cycle related to how you think, speak, and process information is reaching a powerful conclusion. You are being asked to examine the narratives you tell yourself and others, the way you articulate your ideas, and the sources from which you gather your understanding. It's a call for clarity and authenticity in your mental and communicative worlds. This lunation encourages you to challenge and release any thought patterns or communication styles that are no longer serving your highest truth, Libra. Have you been filtering your words, perhaps repeating what feels safe to say rather than what you genuinely believe or perceive? Are there outdated modes of learning or habitual ways of thinking that are limiting your intellectual growth? The truth that sets you free is the truth of your own authentic voice, spoken with conviction and clarity, and the courage to learn and think in ways that truly resonate with your evolving understanding of the world. As you find the courage to speak your truth, Jupiter, the planet of expansion and visibility, has just made its grand entrance into your 10th house of career, public image, ambition, and life purpose. This is an incredibly potent transit for your professional life and public standing. It suggests that as you learn to communicate from a place of deeper authenticity, your ability to lead, to influence, and to achieve your long-term goals will expand significantly. Your unique voice, especially when spoken from the heart and aligned with your truth, will become a powerful asset in your journey towards greater recognition and fulfillment. Scorpio, this illuminating Sagittarian full moon, brings its potent energy of revelation to your second house, the sector of your chart that governs your personal finances, material possessions, self-worth, values, and innate talents. A significant chapter concerning what you truly value and how that is reflected in your resources and your sense of deserving is coming to a powerful culmination. This is a moment to honestly assess your relationship with money, your assets, and most importantly, your intrinsic self-esteem. What do you truly believe you are worth, independent of external validation or material wealth? This lunation acts as a powerful release point, urging you to let go of any limiting beliefs or patterns surrounding scarcity, self-worth, or what you think you deserve in life, Scorpio. Are there old financial habits that keep you feeling stuck, or a sense of unworthiness that prevents you from fully embracing abundance? The truth that sets you free is the understanding that your value is inherent, not earned, and that by aligning your priorities with your deepest truths, you can cultivate a more fulfilling and secure relationship with both your inner and outer resources. It's about recognizing and owning your true wealth. Adding a wonderfully expansive influence, Jupiter, the planet of growth and wisdom, has just embarked on its journey through your 9th house of higher learning, travel, philosophy, and spiritual exploration. This transit opens new doors for you to broaden your horizons, perhaps through further education, embarking on meaningful journeys, or delving deeper into spiritual or philosophical studies. This quest for greater understanding, rooted in emotional wisdom and a desire for authentic experience, will profoundly support the re-evaluation of your values and self-worth, initiated by the full moon, helping you build a life based on truly enriching principles. Sagittarius, this full moon is yours. It blazes with extraordinary brilliance in your very own first house of self, identity, physical body, personal initiatives, and the way you project yourself into the world. This is a personal and powerful culmination for you, marking the end of a significant cycle of self-discovery and the emergence of a more authentic version of yourself. An old identity, a long-held habit, a personal goal, or a way of being that no longer truly represents you may now be gracefully or perhaps dramatically falling away to make space for the new. This is your moment to release any masks, any self-imposed limitations, or any aspect of your persona that feels inauthentic or restrictive. The truth that sets you free, dear Archer, is the unshakable truth of who you are at your core, stripped bare of external expectations or past definitions. Embrace this opportunity to stand fully in your power, to redefine yourself on your own terms, and to step forward with renewed confidence, autonomy, and a clear sense of your unique purpose. This is about claiming your arrow and aiming it true towards your most authentic desires and aspirations. As you undergo this personal rebirth, your ruling planet, Jupiter, the great expander, has just moved into your 8th house of shared resources, deep intimacy, transformation, and regeneration. This transit encourages you to explore profound emotional intimacy, to embrace vulnerability as a strength, and to engage in deep psychological and spiritual renewal. It suggests that your newfound sense of self and identity will be beautifully deepened and empowered by your willingness to merge authentically with others, to share your resources, both tangible and intangible, and to bravely face the transformative processes of life, leading to even greater personal rebirth. This full moon shines a gentle light on your inner world, urging you to pause, rest, and release what you've been silently carrying. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. Sometimes the most powerful healing happens in stillness, not action. With Jupiter now blessing your 7th house, supportive partnerships and soulful connections begin to blossom. Let go of the pressure to control and allow space for grace. Trust that this quiet moment is preparing you for deeper connection and more meaningful love. This full moon lights up your social sector, revealing where you've outgrown certain friendships, networks, or group goals. It's time to align your future vision with your truth, not just what looks good on paper. Release old expectations and make space for more authentic connections. With Jupiter now in your 6th house, you're being supported in creating daily rhythms that nourish your emotional and physical well-being. Growth happens one grounded, heart-led step at a time. Let your dreams evolve to match who you're becoming. This full moon shines brightly at the top of your chart, bringing visibility, recognition, or a turning point in your career or public path. You're being seen for who you truly are, not just for your achievements, but for your essence. Let go of old roles or expectations that no longer reflect your spirit. With Jupiter now lighting up your 5th house, creativity, romance, and joy become powerful tools for healing and alignment. Lead with what lights you up. When you follow your heart, success follows too.